Good morning, students. Today, let us see the topics binary tree and how to write binary tree from a given directed tree, and how to write pre-order, in-order, and post-order for a given tree. Okay, so binary tree. So a directed tree is said to be binary tree if the out degree of every vertex is less than or equal to 2. A directed tree is said to be binary tree if out degree of every vertex is less than or equal to 2, then such a tree is called binary tree. Okay. Out degree means number of edges moving away from the vertex. Out degree means number of edges moving away from the vertex is called out degree. If the out degree of the sorry if the out degree of the every vertex is less than or equal to 2, then such a tree is called binary tree. Out degree means number of edges moving away from the vertex is called out degree. Okay. And what do you mean by complete binary tree or full binary tree? If the out degree of every vertex is exactly 2 or 0, if the out degree of every vertex is exactly 2 or 0, then such a directed graph is called full binary tree or full binary tree or complete binary tree. So the major difference between a binary tree and a full binary tree is, in case of binary tree, the out degree of each vertex less than or equal to 2. Okay. In case of full binary tree, the out degree of each vertex is exactly 2 or 0. Okay. In binary tree, out degree is less than or equal to 2, and in case of full binary tree, the out degree is exactly 2 or 0. That is the main difference. Now let us see how to construct uh, a binary tree from the given directed graph. Okay, so there are some steps to follow to write a binary tree from the given directed graph. Okay, so a directed tree is given or a directed graph is given. You need to find binary tree from the directed graph. Okay, so the procedure says, first you need to remove all the right edges. According to the procedure, you need to remove all the right edges. Okay, so if there is one left edge and two or more right edges, you need to remove all the right edges. Okay, so if there is one left edge and two or more right edges, you need to remove all the right edges. Okay, then you need to uh, join the adjacent vertex by directed edge. After removing all the right edges, you need to join the adjacent vertexes by directed by an edge. Okay, directed from left to right. Okay, after that you can write the binary tree. Okay, so the already leftover left edge will be left edge for the binary tree. So since you have joined the adjacent edges, so you need to take it as a right edge for the binary tree. In this process, you need to remember there should not be any cycles. Okay, so once again, let us see the procedure of binary tree. A directed graph is given. First, you need to remove all the right edges. After removing all the right edges, you need to join the adjacent vertexes by edges. Okay, after that you need to draw the binary tree. Okay, so first you take the first vertex, then left edge which is already present, and previously you have joined adjacent vertices by an edge, so that edge will be the right edge, and you continue the process until there is no cycles. Okay, finally you will get a binary tree. So how will you know whether it is a binary tree or not? The out degree of every vertex is less than or equal to 2. Such a tree is called binary tree. Now let us see an example problem. A directed graph is given as shown in the left hand side box, and you need to write the binary tree from the given directed graph. Okay, so the directed graph has the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now, so according to the procedure, you need to remove all the right edges. Okay, in the second box, we have removed all the right edges from the directed graph. We have removed 1 3 edge, 1 4 edge, 1 5 edge. Okay, so according to the procedure, you need to remove the all the right edges. For the vertex 1, I have removed the right edge 1 3, 1 4, 1 5. Then you move to the next level. The next level vertices are 2 3 4 5. Okay, for vertex 2, you remove the right side edge. The right side edge is 2 7, it is removed. For 3, there is no right edge. For 4, there is no left edge and right edge. For 5, for vertex 5, the right edges are 5 10, 5 11. They are also removed. Okay. Next, you move on to the next level. The next level vertices are 6 7, 8 9, 10, 11. Since there are no right edges, so no need to remove. Okay. So in the first box, a directed graph is given. According to the procedure, remove all the right edges. So we have removed all the right edges as shown in the second box. From second box to third box, from second box to third box, you need to join all the adjacent vertices with the help of a edge. Okay, so in the for the vertex 1, there is no adjacent vertex. Okay, now you move on to the next level. In the next level, the vertices are 2 3 4 5. 2 3 4 5. So 2 3 are the adjacent vertices. They are joined by a directed edge or an edge, and 3 4 are also adjacent vertices. Okay, they're also joined by edge, and 4 5 are also adjacent vertices. They're also joined by edge. So in this process, there should not be any cycle. Now you move on to the next level. The next level vertices are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I joined 6, 7 as they are adjacent vertices. Okay. If I join 7 and 8, then it will be a cycle. Now I am in box 3. If I join vertex 7 and vertex 8, then it will be a cycle. So I did not join the 7 and 8. Okay. Again, if you join 8 and 9, then it will be a cycle. So I have not joined 8 and 9. Okay, then I have taken 9 and 10. So I have joined 9 and 10. Then I have joined 10 and 11. Okay, so according to the procedure, a directed graph is given. From that, you need to remove all the right edges as shown in the second box. From second box to third box, you need to join all the adjacent vertices with the help of an edge. Okay, so in this process, there should not be any cycles. So I have completed third box also. Now the final representation of binary tree. So let us start with vertex 1. Okay, from third box to fourth box, let us start with vertex 1. So vertex 1 is already having left edge 1 2. So left edge 1 2 is shown. Then so vertex 2 is having two edges, one left edge, that is 2 6. So left edge 2 6 is shown as it is, and recently we have made the edge 2 3. So take the 2 3 edge as right edge. Okay, then you move on to 6. Okay, 6 has one edge 7. So this is the new adjacent, this is the new edge. So take that new edge as a right edge. Then you move on to 3. So 3 has two edges, 3 8 and 3 4. 3 8 is taken as a left edge, and the new edge 3 4 is taken as a right edge, and 4 5 is the new edge. So the new edges will be taken as right edges. So 4 5 is the right edge, and for 5 has a left edge, that is 5 9, and 9 10, and 9 10, 9 10 is the new edge. Okay, so 9 10 is the new edge. It is taken as right edge, and also 10 11 is the new edge. It is also taken as the right edge. Okay, all the new edges will be taken as right edges. Okay, so this is the box 4 is the required binary tree for the given directed graph. Now let us see another example how to write a binary tree from the given directed graph. Okay, So I have taken another example. So let us see this example. This is the new example. Okay. In the left side box, a directed graph is given, and for that box and for that directed tree, you need to draw the binary tree. Okay. According to the procedure, remove all the right edges. Okay. From the first box to second box, for vertex 1 and vertex 7 are at the level 0. Vertex 1 and vertex 7 are the level 0 vertices. For vertex 1, the right edge is 1, 3. So in the second table, second box, 1, 3 is removed. And for the vertex 7, the right edges are 7, 9, 7, 10. They're also removed. Now move on to the next level vertices. So the next level vertices are 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Okay. For 2, the right edge is 2, 5. It is removed. For 3, there is no right edge. For 8, there is no right edge. For 9, there is no right edge. For 10, the right edge is 10, 13. That is also removed. Okay. The next level vertices are 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13. They don't have any right edges. Okay. From first box to second box, we have removed all the right edges. From second box to third box, we need to join adjacent vertices with the help of an edge. From second box to third box, we need to join adjacent vertices with the help of a edge. In this process, there should not be any cycles. So 1, 7 are adjacent vertices. So I have joined 1 and 7 with the help of an edge in the third box. Then move on to the next level vertices. They are 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Now join 2, 3. Okay. So with the help of an edge. If you join 3, 8, then it will be a cycle. So I have not taken 3, 8 edge. And I have joined 8, 9. Then I have joined 9, 10. Okay. Now the second level vertices are completed. Next move on to the next level vertices. I have joined 4, 5. Okay. If I have if I have joined 5, 6, then it will be a cycle. So I have not joined 5 and 6. And also if I join 6 and 11, then it will be a cycle. So I did not join 6 and 11. Also, if I join 11 and 12, it will be a cycle. So I did not join 11 and 12. And lastly, I have joined 12 and 13. Okay, so according to the procedure, I have removed all the right edges. Then I have joined all the adjacent vertices with the help of an edge. In this process, there should not be any cycle. Now, let us see the final binary tree. Okay, 1 start with 1. Then 1 has two edges, 1, 2 and 1, 7. The new edge 1, 7 will be taken as right edge. The old edge 1, 2, old left edge 1, 2 will be taken as left edge only. Okay, now we are in figure 4. Okay, now you move on to vertex 2. So vertex has two edges, 2, 4 and 2, 3. 2, 3 is the new edge. So 2, 3 will be taken as right edge. 2, 4 is the old left edge. It will be left edge only. Then you move on to 4. 4 is having one new edge, 4, 5. It will be taken as right edge. Then you move on to 3. So 3 is having one previous edge, that is 3, 6. That will be taken as left edge. Then you move on to 7. 7 has only one previous edge, that is 7, 8. It will be taken as left edge. Then 8, 8 has one new edge, that is 8, 9. That will be right edge. And 8 has one previous edge, that is 8, 11. That will be taken as left edge. Then move on to 9. 9 has one new edge, 9, 10. New edge will be taken as right edge. 9, 10 is the right edge. Okay. Then 10 has one previous edge, that is 10, 12. That is taken as left edge. And 12 has one right edge, that is 12, 13. That will be taken as right edge. So as shown in the figure 4. Okay, so the final one is the so last box represents the final binary tree. Okay, so once again let us see the procedure of binary tree from the directed graph. So you need to remove all the right edges, then you need to join the adjacent vertices by with the help of a directed edge or an edge. Okay, then start from a starting vertex. So previously left edge will be taken as left edge only, the new edge will be taken as right edge, and so on. Okay, in this process there should not be any cycles. So finally you will get the binary tree. Now let us see the next topic, how to represent a tree with the help of pre-order, in-order, and post-order. How to represent a tree with the help of pre-order, in-order, and post-order representation. Okay. So first let us see. First let us see the pre-order representation. In pre-order representation of a tree, we follow the fashion root left right. So how to represent a tree with the help of pre-order notation. So in pre-order, we follow the fashion root left right. Let us take the example. So we can see a directed graph. It has two edges, UV and UW. So for the directed graph, we need the pre-order representation. So pre-order follows root left right. So for this simple graph, the pre-order representation is root is U, left is V, right is W. So it is UVW. So UVW will be the pre-order representation for the simple graph. Now let us see another example on pre-order representation of a graph. Okay. Now let us take this example. This is a directed graph. We need to give the pre-order representation for this directed graph. Okay. So it is having the vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E. Okay. G, H. Okay. So we need to give pre-order representation for this directed graph. So pre-order representation follows root left right. Okay. So here the root is A. Now you need to work on left. Okay. The left subgraph is separately taken. The left subgraph is there separately taken as shown in the next line. It is having two edges BC and BD. Okay, so you need to work on this left subgraph. So for this left subgraph, you need to give the pre-order representation. It is root left right. Root is B, left is C, right is D. So for the left subgraph BCD, the pre-order representation is BCD because B is root, C is left, D is right. Now you move on to the right subgraph. The right subgraph is also separately shown in the next line. The right subgraph is having the vertices E, F, G, H. Okay. So for the right subgraph, again you need to write the pre-order. For pre-order, you need to write a root. The root is E. Then there is no left. For this right subgraph, there is no left. So you move on to right. So the right subgraph is also separately shown. It has the vertices FGH. For the FGH subgraph, you need to follow pre-order. Okay. So FGH is having the root F. Then it is having left subgraph GH. For left subgraph, the pre-order is root left right, that is GH. There is no left. Okay. So finally, for FGH subgraph, the pre-order is FGH, and so on clubbing all those, the root is A. For the left subgraph, the pre-order is BCD. For the right subgraph, the pre-order is FGH. On combining all these, on writing all these together, the final representation is root is A. For left subgraph, the representation is BCD. For the right subgraph, the representation is FGH. So finally, the pre-order representation for this given directed graph is ABCD EFGH. Okay. For left, for root it is A. For left it is BCD. For right it is EFGH. Okay. Finally, it is ABCD EFGH. Now let us see the in-order representation of a directed graph. In-order representation of a directed graph. Okay. So the in-order representation follows the style left root right. It follows left root right. Let us take that simple example. It is having two edges UV and UW. So we need to write the in order representation. It follows left root right. So left is V, root is U, right is W. So the in order representation is VUW. Now let us take another example. So we have taken a directed graph A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are the vertices. We need the in order representation for this directed graph. So in order representation follows left root right. Okay, so here first need to work on left subgraph. The left subgraph is already separately shown in the second line, in the next line, that is left subgraph is having vertices BCD. It is also represented separately. So for BCD subgraph, we need to follow in order. So in order follows left root right. Here left root right is CBD. Okay. Then for the in order left subgraph is completed. Then you need to go for root. Here the root is A. So left subgraph is completed. Root is completed. Then you need to go for right subgraph. So right subgraph is also separately shown in the next line. It is having vertices E, F, G, H. Now we need to work on right subgraph. So right subgraph, so it follows the fashion left root right. It is the right subgraph is not having left, so it is having root E. So root E is also shown. Then we need to work on for the right subgraph. You need to work on right subgraph. The right subgraph is also shown FGH. For the FGH subgraph, you need to follow in order. It should follow left root right. Left is the edge GH. For GH, if you follow in order, it will be GH only. Okay. So left is completed, that is edge GH, and root is F. So it will be GHF. There is no right for this subgraph. Okay. So as a whole, so the left subgraph is following CBD, the root is A. Sorry. So as a whole, for the left subgraph, the in order is CBD, the root is A, and for the right subgraph, the in order is EGHF. So as a whole, it is CBDAEGHE. Okay. HF. So is the uh, in order representation of the given directed tree. Now let us see the last one, post order representation of a given directed graph. It follows the fashion left right root. Let us see the example. Now let us see this simple example for post order. Post order follows left right root. Left is V, right is W, root is U. So it will be VWU. Let us see another example. Now let us take this graph. So we need to give post order representation. It follows left right root. So first I have taken left. So left is having vertices BCD. For left subgraph is already shown in the next line. So for left subgraph, the post order representation is left right root. It is CDB. Then you move on to right. The right subgraph is having vertices EFGH. It is also shown in the next line. Okay. For EFGH subgraph, you need to follow. For EFGH subgraph, you need to follow left right root. Okay. So EFGH is not having left. So you move on to right. So right subgraph is FGH. So FGH, you need to write the post order. For FGH, the left is GH. First you need to work on GH. For GH, it will be HZ. Okay. Then the root is F. So for FGH, the post order representation is first left is GH, then there is no right, the root is F. So for FGH, it will be post order will be GHF. Okay. So we have completed in the right subgraph, we have completed right half, and the root is E. So for the right subgraph of the main graph, the post order representation is HZFE. Okay, for left the representation is CBD. For right subgraph the representation is HZFE, and the main root is A. So final representation is CDBHGFEA. Okay, this is the post order representation of the given directed graph. Thank you.